It's time again for Health Monitor, the #1 program that's shows you how to live a life in its healthiest way, to improve the quality of health and life and inspire you and give you the hope that you can live a healthy life every day. It's Health Monitor, your guide to good health. It's Health Monitor, the #1 health show.
It is time for Health Monitor once again, and I want to appreciate you for finding time to be with us, okay? All right, today on Health Monitor, we have a loaded package as usual. Assisted conception is coming your way. Then after that, on body care, we have Dr. Jack, that's Dr. Wellness, back on set, and we're talking about immunity. How does immunity fight infectious diseases, viruses, and other health conditions? All of this after this break.
It's Health Monitor, the #1 health show.
Since there are two tubes, if a woman has one of the tubes blocked, then there's a theoretical 50% chance in getting pregnant. We've had a 62-year-old woman got pregnant with twins and delivered.
Many women go from one hospital to the other, trying to cure what is not actually a disease.
Good day, viewers. You're welcome to the assisted conception part of the show. I am Dr. Omori Iwe from True Care Fertility Clinic. So today I'm going to be talking about in vitro fertilization, also known as assisted conception. I'm going to be talking about the process of IVF. What do you do when you have infertility challenge? How do you go about IVF program? Is it that complex or is it impossible? Heard about a lot of misconception out there, and I want to reassure you it's not like that. The IVF is simpler than you think. So what do you do when you have fertility challenge? First of all, you visit us. Once you visit us in our clinic, we'll assess the couple, that's you and your partner. We assess both of you, check for, ask the necessary questions during your consultation. Following that, we'll request for certain investigation. Remember, when we request for tests, we are not looking for what's causing the infertility. No, we are looking at how do we help you. What are we going to be working with? There are 3 key things we need, which is the eggs of the woman, the sperm of the man, and of course the womb of the woman, which I will term the seed and the soil. The seed now being the egg and the sperm, while the soil being the womb, that is the uterus of the woman. So we check the seed, we check the soil, and of course we screen both of you for certain diseases that can be transmitted to your children. Having done the initial consultation and the test, I'm going to talk about the simple IVF, which is using a woman's eggs and using the partner's sperm, and of course the woman carrying the pregnancy, but there are other dimensions to assisted reproduction. Having done the initial investigation, the next step is to grow a woman's eggs. We do this via way of injections and subtablets. Of course, we grow a woman's eggs, which is the follicles in quotes. We grow the follicles. Once the follicles are mature enough, we bring it out. And remember, there's no surgery in IVF. We bring it out using ultrasound scan, guided to bring it out. Once the eggs are out, we fertilize with the spermatozoa of the partner. We do this in the laboratory, in our IVF laboratory. Once we have fertilized, we allow the growth of the embryo for about 5 days, which we do in our laboratory. We do that routinely. We do routine blastocyst growth. So once the blastocysts have grown, 5 days embryo is called the blastocyst. The blastocyst is then returned to the womb of the woman via ultrasound guidance as well. And of course, pregnancy test is in 2 weeks. So it's very simple. There's no surgery involved. The whole process can take about a month maximum. So it's very short, it's very simple. We're not cutting anybody, we're not doing any operation. So it's simpler than you think. The only thing is that you be on some medications and some injection. So within 2 weeks of embryo transfer, you know the outcome. And there are some guidelines which you put in place when you're on the IVF cycle. So it's very simple. I'm going to be sharing testimonies from successful IVF journey so far. These are women who have gone through the process and have had a positive pregnancy test. And for you to know that it's real and it's easy, listen to these testimonies. This was done on the 10th of April 2020, and my testimony goes by: to God be the glory, for he has done what he knows how to do best. Today, the God of Abraham wiped away my tears, my shame after 10 years of childlessness. This is deep. So this particular couple, they've been looking for a child for 10 years. And thank God at True Care Fertility Clinic, we're able to put a smile on their face. From the depth of my heart, I and my family thank you and the Almighty God for what he has done for us through you. I also thank the doctors and all staff of True Care Fertility Clinic and the effort towards my treatment. God bless you all. Thank you very much, Mr. and Mrs. Yu. Of course, for confidentiality's sake, I'm obliged not. I can't mention the name of the couple. So thank you very much. This is from Mr. and Mrs. Yu. This is real for after 10 years of infertility, and we are able to achieve pregnancy. The next testimony goes by: we give God the glory, praises to Almighty for his ever-loving mercy and kindness towards us. May his name be praised forever. Our sincere gratitude goes to the management of True Care Fertility Clinic. She said, words cannot express the joy and happiness that we feel inside. We are so happy for the success of this program. From the beginning to the end was a success story. We appreciate the medical team for their efforts, care, and support. God bless you all abundantly. Thank you so much, Dr. Ivier. God bless you. Oh, I appreciate that. This is from Mr. and Mrs. Y from Ibadan, all the way from Ibadan. Next one is dated 11th of April 2020. And it says, we would like to testify to the faithfulness of God in our life. We came to True Care Fertility Clinic for solution to our fertility challenge, and the glory of God. We came, we saw, and we conquered. Oh, this is nice. With my wife testing positive for pregnancy, we specifically thank you, the MD, Dr. Akini, and every member of the team for contributing in making our joy complete. Thank you all, and God bless you. This is Mr. and Mrs. E on the 11th of April 2020. So this one is on the 20th of April 2020, and it says, with a heart full of gratitude, I bless God for his faithfulness and for the whole team of True Care Fertility Clinic for what God has been using them to do in families. God has put laughter in my mouth and joy in my heart. Through the effort of this team, I pray that God will continue to glorify himself through your efforts. I thank God for the good beginnings, and I pray the next few months we will jubilate. Thank you so much. And this from Mr. and Mrs. OK. Thank you so much, Mr. and Mrs. OK. Thank you for believing in us, and we'll continue to do what we know how to do best, which is putting smiles in the face of couples. This one is dated 22nd of April 2020, and it says, God be the glory for great things he had done for our family. We thank God for answered prayers. We have seen and we have conquered. I'm like Sarah and Hannah. And on behalf of my husband and myself, we thank our daddy, Dr. Akini, which is the MD of True Care Fertility Clinic, and the entire doctors, nurses of True Care Fertility Clinic, that God has used you to make my treatment positive. God Almighty will bless you and all, and will continue to grant each and every one of you journey mercies. Well, we appreciate that. Thank you so much. We will also say thanks to all the administrative staff. God bless you all. This is from Mr. and Mrs. A on the 22nd of April 2020. So you see, people are having positive pregnancy tests. Families are being complete. Joy is being restored in homes. Come to True Care Fertility Clinic today and enjoy complete family. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Since there are two tubes, if a woman has one of the tubes blocked, then there's a theoretical 50% chance in getting pregnant. We've had a 62-year-old woman got pregnant with twins and delivered.
Many women go from one hospital to the other, trying to cure what is not actually a disease.
It's Health Monitor, the #1 health show. It's Health Monitor, the #1 health show.
You're still on Health Monitor, your guide to good health, and this is the body care part of the show. And on body care today, we want to take a look at making sure that your body immunity is in top shape to be able to fight against diseases, infectious diseases, viruses, bacteria, all kinds of health conditions. So your body defense is your body's immunity. How does it help you ward off infection? And I'm going to be calling up our very own Dr. Wellness. That's Dr. Jack, right here on Skype. Doctor, are you there?
I am.
Okay, you're welcome to Health Monitor, your guys. Good health once again. So because of the lockdown, we're going to be discussing so many things right here on Skype. All right, so take a shot at the body's immune system. How does it help you fight infectious diseases?
Firstly, the body immune system is our natural defense system for fighting any disease, any bacteria, any virus, any fungi, or any disease-causing organism. So when we talk about the immune system, we are actually talking about what stands between us and disease. Consequently, when we have a situation like the one in which we are now,
Yes, the COVID-19 pandemic.
Situations, that's right. And I'm hearing people talk about hospitals, people talk about treatment, people talking about vaccines. First of all, there's no treatment for any virus infection. Virus infections come and then they will run the course, which usually is about 2 weeks. They run the course. Second, even if we had a vaccine today, that vaccine will be specific. It will be a narrow range type of, vaccine that will only work for the COVID-19. And yet, nobody is ready and nobody knows what is going to come tomorrow.
So how many vaccines are we going to be taking?
The most important value and the most important thing for us to do now, instead of trying to find out cures or find out vaccine, which is remedy after death, is and educate the population on how to build and sustain a strong immune system. Because it's the only thing that stands between us and illness, between us and infection. Because viruses and bacteria are part and parcel of our environment. Inside our bodies, our natural cells are in a minority. We have about 9 to 10 times more bacteria inside our body than we have normal cells. Consequently, bacteria, viruses are a natural environment. It becomes problematic for us when our immune system or our defense system, becomes weakened, and then those opportunistic invasive organisms simply, become stronger, and then they take over.
Yeah, doctor, how do we strengthen the immune system to make sure it can actually defend us in times like this?
There are a number of components that, will contribute to a strong immune system. Number one, vitamin D.
Vitamin D, okay. Can't we get that from the sun?
Just exposure to the sun.
Okay.
When you expose yourself to the sun, which is natural nature, the body will form vitamin C. As simple as that. Now, if you cannot expose yourself to the sun long enough, then you can supplement vitamin D.
Okay. All right. Then what else?
And then we have probiotics.
Probiotics.
Probiotics are part of the bacteria that we have inside our body. Our immune system, 60 or 70% of our immune system is inside our bones. So our microbiome is extremely important for ensuring that our immune system is strong enough.
Okay.
Number 3, zinc.
Zinc.
Zinc is extremely important.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's a very powerful and strong contributor to a strong immune system. Number 4, vitamin C.
Okay.
Vitamin C is that miracle vitamin which is extremely important, for the build-up and the sustenance of a good immune system. Number 5, sleep.
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 Okay.
Good old sleep. What it does is renew, restore, and heal the body. If you don't sleep enough, that body is going to be weak. And when the body is weak, definitely, it's going to be much more susceptible to those opportunistic invasive organisms.
Okay.
And then number 6, laughter.
Laughter. That is a new one. I've not heard that before.
Laughter strengthens the immune system.
Oh, great.
Research has shown absolutely, yes. And they are actually using that in some hospitals where they bring comedies and all that, and they make the patients laugh. And when they laugh, the immune system is boosted up.
Oh, that's great.
And it gets stronger. Good old laughter. And that are simple things that every one of us can do. And then in our food, we have foods like onions,
yeah? Garlic.
Garlic, mushrooms, that naturally boost.
No, when you say mushrooms, it's confusing because there are so many of them out there. And I did hear that some are actually poisonous.
Yes, some are, but invariably, over time, we have been able to sort out ourselves in nature to find out which one, of the natural growing, herbs and all that are good for human consumption and which ones are not. Okay. My grandmother used to tell me that the rule of thumb that they use in the bushes when they go is that any plant or any fruit that is eaten by animals or insects is good for That's how, in the bushes, they were able to find out what is poisonous
and what is not. Okay. Okay, doctor. So I know from what you've said, apart from supplementation, fruits and vegetables are good as good defenses, okay? And we eat well. Eating well means eating the right proportion of the right amount of the different classes of food, yeah? Okay, now, there's something very close to my heart, which I know you're an expert in, and that is exercise. What has it got to do with my body defenses?
Well, interestingly enough, your body was created for high activity.
Okay.
And then there's a lot of physiology that states that, action makes organ and lack of use causes atrophy.
Okay.
So when you exercise, you boost up your body capacity, you boost up your body energy, and capacity and energy determine performance, determine productivity, and also determine the overall strength of the system.
Okay.
Consequently, there's one of the most famous, medical consultants in the UK who said that if exercise were a pill, it would be the most cost-effective pill or drug ever invented. So, exercise. Actually, right now, we need to be exercising daily to boost up our immune system, to boost up our energy capacity, and to prepare that body to take on the challenges, of living in a dangerous environment, a COVID virus-laden environment.
Thank you very much, Doctor. But before you go, right, do you have what you want to say to someone out there who is already infected with COVID-19? What health precautions should the person take?
Yeah, take a lot of vitamin C.
Vitamin C.
Take a lot of vitamin D.
D, vitamins.
Take a lot of zinc.
Okay.
And take foods like onion, garlic, mushrooms.
Okay.
Then engage in exercise, walk. Make sure that they expose themselves to the sun.
Okay.
So that the body can also manufacture, produce its own vitamin D.
But they are isolating them. They are isolating them.
Well, that is an issue because once you are isolated and if you are in a hospital environment, then you are restricted in what you can do. But if you are in your own personal environment, you can organize yourself, and be able to do a number of things that are going to help you.
Okay.
Tremendously.
Okay.
And they should also keep warm.
Okay.
Keep that upper and lower tract, respiratory tract warm, so that the viruses will not be able to multiply, and in fact, the viruses will be able to die, the natural death, because they can't survive in a high temperature environment.
Oh, great. Okay.
They have to stop fear. Fear-mongering is one of the greatest issues we have.
Okay.
The COVID-19 is less. Its viral load is lower than, we had Ebola.
Okay.
So I don't actually see why people are dying before the natural death through fear.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
They have to know that if they take all those little precautions, the virus is simply going to die. Okay. And that as they do that, the immune system also becomes stronger. And a strong immune system is the best possible barrier for defense against, infection.
Okay.
So they have to have total confidence that when they do those little natural things, they're going to be okay.
Okay, Dr. Wellness, we appreciate your time. Thank you so much. All right. And next time we're going to... All right. Thank you. You guys want to say a big thank you for being there for us, for staying with us on Body Care, where we had Dr. Wellness talking to us on the very important need for us to make sure that our body defenses, that's our immunity, is high enough to be able to ward off all kinds of infectious diseases, especially during this pandemic, okay? And he did say you should jettison fear. That fear will actually affect your immune system. And then do a lot of laughter, and then you rest, you sleep. Apart from supplementing your vitamins, vitamin D, vitamin C, so that your body system will be able to fight any form of infection. I want to say a big thank you for staying with us on Body Care Health Monitor. We'll return shortly.
The state government is gradually easing the lockdown to allow for minimal movement.
As responsible citizens, we also have our roles to play
in ensuring a safe and secure society.
I would like to encourage you to be sensitive, cautious,
and on guard for your personal state of well-being and others.
Please stay at home if it is not necessary for you to go out.
And if it is important for you to go out,
kindly protect yourselves
by observing social distancing.
Also washing your hands regularly, especially if it's a public place.
And taking your bath before relating with members of your family.
Don't forget to use your alcoholic-based sanitizer.
Avoid sharing of utensils with friends and even family members.
Make sure you take warm water regularly to keep your body warm.
Stay safe, stay at home, keep the rules.
We appreciate the immense contributions of our frontline medical personnel to minimize the casualty figures during this pandemic, while our hearts go out to those who have lost loved ones.
Join the force to beat this pandemic. This message is brought to you by Electronic Media Content Owners Association of Nigeria, EMCON.
Memories are created daily from events, photo and video shoots. Having the perfect studio, equipment and right team is everything. That's why I completely trust RWell's Media with my event coverage, studio space, equipment, photo and video shoots. You too can have your memories and ideas created at premium quality by dialing 0701 699 6787 or send an email to jybtvonline@gmail.com. RWell's Media is easily accessible at a secured and serene environment at number 6 Ajumobi Street off Acme Road, Agidingbi, Ikeja, Lagos. RWell's Media, solving problems, executing visions, and giving value.
Okay, that was Health Monitor for you again today. I hope you had a great time with us. I want to appreciate Dr. Ivy from True Care Fertility Clinics for coming to talk to us on a very important need to assist you to conceive. And of course, I want to say a big thank you to Dr. Wellness, who came to talk to us on how to boost our immunity so that we can withstand all kinds of infectious diseases and viruses. Thank you for staying with us, and I hope you put all these into practice, all right? I want to catch you again next time on Health Monitor, your guide to good health.